All right, Brendan Taylor here. I'm with the Iceman, Daniel Blancas. Daniel, nice to meet you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, I've watched you fight for a little bit of time. You know, you've had some pretty vicious performances on PBC undercards, pro box cards. So, like, what's going on with you now, man?
Right now, well, first, I'm here supporting my brother. My brother Aldo, he's fighting on the undercard of Rolly vs. Teal, and this whole card's a banger, man. From Rolly vs. Teal to the co-main to the prelims, and my brother, he's gonna do his thing. He's gonna put on a good show for everybody. He's gonna let the world know who he is.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know you had a brother until like today.
yeah. I got him, and I also have a smaller brother too, little Mateo.
So it's a family affair.
It's a family of boxing, yo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you have anything going on as far as a fight coming up?
Yeah. We're looking for the next fight day. It should be in September. I'm gonna announce it soon, so make sure to stay tuned in.
Okay. Well, as far as what's your record right now?
I'm 15-0 now.
Just like that, man. I feel like I just watched you when you were like 5-0, 4-0.
It's crazy, right? How my career's progressed. It's a big blessing. You know, I'm grateful. I'm thankful, and I just gotta keep going.
Yeah, well, you like what, 154, 160? Where you at right now?
168.
160. Oh yeah, big kid. So, like, how far are you from contention at 68? You feel like?
I feel like I'm like almost there, man. You know, like I'm at the breakaway point. You know, where I'm knocking those doors down. I just need a few more fights under my belt, and then the world's gonna really know who Daniel Blancas is. Because you know, my name has been getting around. You know, there's some people that know me, some fighters that know me, but now I feel like all the other boxing fans need to know who I am, and they will soon.
Why should they know who you are? Because there's so many fighters, right? There's so many fighters. There's a lot of, you know, aggressive Mexican fighters. Right. Why is Daniel Blancas different?
Daniel Blancas is different because I honestly think I could really switch on my style. You know, I could box, I could bang, I could fight on my back foot, I could counter punch. You know, I've been learning a lot, training with David Benavidez Sr. and you know, training alongside David Benavidez as well, and the whole Benavidez team.
Yep.
You know, I've been learning a lot from them, and I've just been adding tools to my belt, and I just got to keep showing the world who I am.
Yeah, you mentioned training alongside David Benavidez. Some would say he's one of the best fighters in the world, you know?
Yes.
Oh, he is one of the best fighters in the world.
He's the Mexican master for a reason.
Yeah, so like, what's it like in there with him? Like, how would you paint that picture? What's the David Benavidez experience like day to day with him?
Honestly, training with David is amazing. It's a big honor. David's such a good person, man. You know, he gives you tips, he gives you advice. He's like, yo, try moving like this, try throwing your punch like that, you know? He's a real good person, man. And that good energy that makes you feel more motivated and brings the best out of you. And especially when we're sparring, you know, we're pushing each other, you know, we're going at it. And at the end of the day, man, I'm like, David, man, like, thank you for the opportunity, you know. Like he could have whoever he wants to be a sparring partner, you know, and I feel blessed that, you know, he's picked me for multiple camps to be a sparring partner.
When we watch Benavidez, we see the hand speed and all those things on the outside of the ring, but inside the ring, what is it that makes him so effective that we can't see?
Honestly, I would say it's just his intensity in training, you know. David's already been at the top, you know, and whenever he trains, he's giving 100% still. Like, he's hungry, like if he's still, you know, just starting out, he wants to keep getting better, he wants to keep learning. And that energy is great to be around because it pushes you and motivates you as well.
Okay, what do you feel like all these years and all this time you've been around Benavidez, what do you feel like the number one takeaway from just being around him? What do you feel has translated to your skill set and style the most?
The biggest thing that I've taken away, you know, from training with David is just the work intensity and just working your ass off in that gym every single day. I've applied it to myself, and I've, you know, now I'm 15-0 because of that. I've been working hard every day in the gym. I give 100% every time I step into the gym, no matter what. In the boxing gym, when I'm doing strength and conditioning, when I'm running, whatever, I'm gonna give 100% every time.
Okay. I know you come from Milwaukee, you know, and Milwaukee's not known for producing a ton of fighters, but like, coming from Milwaukee, what was your upbringing like, and how did you come to be in the sport of boxing?
Yeah. So growing up in Milwaukee, you know, it's a medium-sized city. You know, grew up with my family. You know, grew up kind of tough. But my dad, he put me into boxing at first to lose some weight, because, you know, as a kid I was getting pretty big. I was getting pretty fat. So at first it was to lose some weight, and then I started liking it, and then I started to compete. I started to win nationals. I started to get ranked nationally here, and then I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. So then we turned pro, and now here we are.
Now here you are, 15-0,
15-0.
doing your thing. So you're at a record now where like you're gonna be in contention soon. There's a lot of interesting fighters in your weight class. Is there any way you look at it in the division, you say, you know what, that's gonna be a fight that's gonna put me on the map?
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of faces, you know. There's a lot of new faces in the super middleweight division, you know. A lot that were here, you know, either moved up in weight or retired, or you know, they're on their way out. So I feel like the division's open, you know. And if I want to establish myself, I have to keep looking good in fights, keep winning, and that's what I want to do.
Yeah, even like one of Benavidez's one of your old stalemates in the gym, David Pacheco. He's in the weight class.
Yeah, too. He's in the weight class as well, and you know, he's up there now. I think he's gonna fight for a world title soon. So
yeah.
You know, not far behind him, but we still got to keep climbing.
Okay. How would you describe the Daniel Blancas style?
For me, I feel like I'm fan friendly. You know, I like to fight. I like to bang. If I have to, I'll bang. But if not, then you know, I can box. You know, I like using my jabs, going to the body, left hook.
All that stuff.
Yes, sir, all that.
Okay. Yeah, just all around a dangerous man.
Yeah,
dangerous
exactly.
style. Okay. I want to get your take on two of the fights in your division at the top. You got obviously Canelo and Mbilli, and then I guess now Hamzah, Sheeraz, and Janibek. That's going to be a fight.
Janibek. Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
First for the Hamzah and Janibek. Yeah. I think I saw that on Twitter. You know.
It's a controversial thing right now because you know Janibek had the positive test.
Yeah, he did test positive for what was it, PEDS, I think.
Yeah.
And you know, Hamzah got mad at that. Now, first fight back, he's fighting for a world title. So, I mean, it is what it is, you know. So, you know, he's the world champion, so he has to defend the belt, or if not, you know, move on, whatever, relinquish it.
Yeah.
But you gotta fight who you gotta fight.
Take out all comers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When you're the best, you gotta stay. You know, you gotta prove you're the best. And with the Canelo and the Mbilli one, when is that, in October?
Yeah, like a lot of us in the media are split on that one. That's a tough one to pick.
That's a tough one because Mbilli, you know, he's strong. They're both relatively the same size too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Canelo's just gonna have to really rely on his experience and take him into deep waters.
Yeah. Do you think he can handle that kind of volume at this stage of his career? Because he's a counter puncher. He's kind of been fighting in spurts as he got older.
Yeah.
You know, does the volume overcome the experience in this fight, or which way are you leaning? How do you see it?
Yeah, that is a good one. Honestly, yeah. I think he might struggle in the beginning, but then with his experience, he'll be able to, like, you know, calm it down more in the middle rounds and later rounds.
Kind of figure him out and bring the punch output down a bit.
Yep, exactly. Because
Okay,
you know, Canelo's crafty. You know, he'll hit you in the arms like he did with
Callum Smith.
Yeah, and then, you know, big ball on his arm, and he couldn't throw that left hook. He took that left hook away. So, you know, he has a lot of tools he can use. He's crafty, so that's what I'm saying. That's where the experience comes into play.
Correct. You've seen different styles, getting all those rounds in over the years. He's been boxing. He's been pro since he was 15, so that's a lot of rounds, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, Daniel. Well, any final message to the box world before I let you go?
To all the boxing fans, I just want to say thank you guys. Without you guys, you know, us fighters are nothing. So thank you guys for supporting us. Appreciate you guys. Much love to all of you guys.
All right, Daniel. Thank you.